Make a commitment to learn how to lead. Make a commitment to learn how to lead. And it really does take a commitment. Look at the quote in your notes on Earl Nightingale. If you spend 1 hour a day for 5 years on any given subject, you will become an expert in the field. Let me just share with you some of the costs. Because what happens is growth stops in your life and my life when the price gets too high. That's the way it always works. So let me share with you some of the costs. For example, number one, it'll cost you what I call personal change. If you're going to become a leader, there are things that you're going to have to change in your own personal life. There are going to have to be some things that you add that you don't do now. There are going to have to be some things that you take away that you do now. Isn't that true? And none of us like change. And so, therefore, many people never grow as a leader because they don't want to make the changes necessary. Another cost is time. It's going to take time. As I shared with you a moment ago, there's a process involved here. Number three is dollars. It's going to cost you money to change. And the only reason it's going to cost you money to change is because you've got to become a student of change. You've got to read some books. You've got to listen to some tapes. You've got to go to some leadership events. You've got to get exposed to where leaders are. Number four, now this is a huge cost for a lot of people. Sometimes it costs you friendships. Sometimes it's a friendship relationship issue. Have you ever taken a journey and you started climbing in your journey, and you found out that the person that was maybe a very close friend didn't want to take the journey with you? In other words, they kind of wanted to settle for something a little bit less than what you wanted to settle for, and felt the pull as you're still trying to grow, as you're still trying to develop, and they're stopping right here. And feel the pull of going upward and growing and developing yourself, but the pull of stopping and going backward. Because your friend didn't want to grow. Sometimes that's what causes leaders to have a tinge or a sense of loneliness. Because sometimes in their growing and development, there are relationships and friendships that are never going to quite be the same because they're going to continue the journey where the person that they would love for them to take the journey with them is going to stop in the journey. Does that make sense? Now, we've heard the expression. I don't even think it's a leadership expression, but we've heard the expression before. It's lonely at the top. And I think that expression comes probably out of what I'm teaching right now, a sense of pulling away from maybe a lot of people that you really want to kind of go with you on this trip and that journey. And I heard one time a guy say, it's lonely at the top, so you better know why you're up there. Sometimes friendships and relationships, there's a cost factor there. And number five, this will seem a little strange to you, but if you really become a leader, it will cost you your options and your freedom. Now you're thinking, oh, no, John, that's the reason I want to be a leader. I want to have options. I want to have more freedom. I want to be able to do what I want to do. Can I tell you something? When you become a leader, you don't get to do what you want to do anymore. You get to do what is best for the people. And all of a sudden, you no longer live what I call the selfish agenda. You no longer get to do what you want to do, but you're constantly saying, what is best for the people? And many times you have to put yourself way back on your agenda list so that you can help lead the people according to what their needs are.